Already getting results as he cracks down on illegal immigration during his first week in office. Homeland Security sources telling News Nation that Border Patrol has seen a more than 40% drop in encounters. In the final days of the Biden presidency, Border Patrol recorded 4,000 encounters with illegal immigrants, compared to just fewer than 2,400 since Inauguration Day. That news coming as the president sends 1,500 more troops to the southern border, along with the Pentagon sending aircraft. They're sending intelligence, you name it. News Nation's Robert Sherman is in Washington with the latest. And Robert, the president's showing he's really kind of walking the walk in this first week back to office.
Yeah, no two ways about it, Marky, with the president making good on his day one promise to declare a state of emergency along the U.S.-Mexico border. He's now using that authority that gives him the ability to deploy these troops to reestablish operational control. 1,500 additional troops will be sent to the border to join the roughly 2,200 National Guardsmen who are already there, building temporary and permanent barriers along the border with Mexico. And the door is reportedly open for as many as 10,000 soldiers to go. The Department of Defense says they'll also be providing military aircraft to assist with deportations, with plans to fly more than 5,000 illegal immigrants already detained in San Diego and El Paso out of the country. The White House was asked about this directly. This is what they had to say.
The American people have been waiting for such a time as this, for our Department of Defense to actually take Homeland Security seriously. This is a #1 priority of the American people, and the president is already delivering.
Also worth noting, the president has signed an executive order directing DHS, the Department of Justice, and State Department to, quote, repel, repatriate, and remove illegal aliens across the southern border. The message from the White House being, don't come.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. And it seems, as we have shown, that Trump has really gone full-on crazy mode against the illegal immigrants, and we love to see it, right? We love to see it, because that is something that we have been wanting for the past, well, honestly, 2-3 years now. I would say probably the past 4, but the only reason why I don't say 4 is just because it took a little while for it to marinate, right? It took a little bit of time to really start cooking in the cooker and, make people being quite disdained for the illegal immigrants. Well, now it's finally happening, right? And we have this here from AKA Colin Rugg, and which was from America, saying illegal alien from Haiti with 17 criminal convictions as he's being deported. F Trump and Biden forever. So he's pretty much just saying on who the people brought him in here to commit these crimes and the one that deported him. Let's watch.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
So this is what we have here. We have the illegal immigrants televised of being taken away in handcuffs, shipped away in cars, and moved away from our beautiful, beautiful country and into another country where Mexico has allowed it to happen, right? So that's what we have here. And the one thing here is the most beautiful thing that we have here. And let's just replay it a bit. Yeah, so what we have there is him just saying, F Trump and Biden and Obama forever, bro. They can't thank you for what he did to me. So essentially he's saying Obama and Biden let him come into this country, commit crimes, not deport him, and just be like, yeah, they allowed me to do this. They allowed me to do all these crazy things, the illegal things. But Trump, no, he's the one that kicked me out. He's the one that actually made me have to face consequences and kick me out and deport me. Well, guess what, buddy? You ain't gonna be going back. And I guarantee you, if you come back, you'll probably be getting the chair. But what do I know?
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of
See what we have here? Sanctuary cities protects the illegal criminals. They're protecting them twice in a way. So what they're doing is that sanctuary cities will protect the illegal from being deported or pushed out from the country for coming in here illegally. Then they'll protect them. Even though they commit a crime, they'll still say, oh, no, you're still allowed to be here. So sanctuary cities make it incredibly more dangerous to be in. Sanctuary cities make it to where criminals are allowed to roam the streets and not be deported or anything because they have to protect the illegals. They have to keep the illegals here. And that's the insane thing. The fact of the matter is that we have sanctuary cities, sanctuary states, allowing this to happen is insanity to me, and it needs to end. And thankfully, thanks to Donald Trump and Holman, it's getting done.
shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested for raping a woman while putting a gun in her mouth. The other target they got is a Haitian man who first flew into the United States in 2023 as part of President Biden's controversial migrant flights mass parole program. Well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault. We'll send it back to you.
What I love hilarious about this is that the Democrats always scream, oh, protect the women, protect the women. Oh, we got to protect the women. Except the problem is that the last thing that they're doing is protecting any female. Because what they're doing, the Biden administration, which would be the Democratic Party, which you had, is that they had a man that was an illegal immigrant that decided to grape a woman while at gunpoint, and not some type of other type of gunpoint, putting a gun in her mouth and then graping her. And then another one was for sexual assault. So let's talk about this for a second, right? If the Democrats are going to praise and say we have to protect women, then how are they allowing illegal immigrants to go out and commit these heinous crimes, such as raping women and stuff like that, in a horrible fashion, and say like, "Oh, we're protecting women"? No, they're not. It's hypocrisy. Like they say what they're actually they say what they're doing, but they're not actually doing it. They're doing the opposite. So at this point, we could hear what a Democrat is saying, and then think the opposite of what is actually going on. And they're saying, oh, there's no grape happening. Well, there is grape happening, right? There is. Oh, there's no shootings happening. Well, there is shootings happening. Because at this point, they're saying we got to protect women, but they're not doing that. So they're doing a fine job of not protecting women. Because that's what it sounds like. Because they're letting these people roam the streets and just do whatever to women because they just want to keep these illegals in.
Bill Malhusian, it was fascinating to watch all of that. I think I was just saying to Bill, this is terrible for Joe Biden and the legacy that he tried to leave behind. A question from me, how soon will they actually be leaving the country? Does that take a long time?
It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible. They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.
Bill, just two points of clarification here. It seems a lot of these crimes are associated with sex crimes. I'm just looking at the list a bit earlier today. I don't know if that generally is the case or not. And second, if Boston's a sanctuary city, how are they allowed to do this? Because we told there would be resistance.
Boston doesn't have to cooperate with ICE, but there's nothing they can do to stop ICE from coming into their city and enforcing the law. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And that's the point ICE makes to us is, look, they don't have to cooperate with our detainer requests. They don't have to tell our officers when they're releasing somebody from jail. But we're going to do our job. We have our intel guys out in the field. We have people with eyes all over the place, and we're going to snatch those guys. So they can make ICE's job more difficult, longer, and more dangerous, but it's not going to stop ICE from doing the job, guys. The bottom line is, ICE says it's safer for everybody involved if locals would just hand these guys over in jail once they're arrested, but they don't. They let them out onto the streets. They don't tell ICE about it, so ICE has to spend a lot of resources gathering intel, finding these guys, and then going out into the community to do arrests, which could be dangerous. You saw that combative Haitian man, and then you saw in the case of that one MS-13 member, his friend got snagged. They weren't even looking for him. They were looking for the MS-13 guy. They picked him up because a sanctuary jurisdiction released the MS-13 guy. ICE found him and then found the guy he was in the apartment with. They found out he was an illegal alien as well. So now he's going to be deported too.
Wow.
Amazing. Bill Maloogian, thank you so much. More to come on that.
Thank you, Bill.
Now you know it, guys. Now you know that sanctuary cities, places like Boston, LA, and etc., California, these states, they allow these illegals to be here. They allow these dangerous criminals to be here. And when they are known to commit crimes, they're just released again. They're released back into society where they can go commit more crimes. So we have learned here that these states, these sanctuary cities are very, very dangerous to be in. They're not safe because they allow these people to roam the streets. And as the one man has said, there's been noticed a lot of sexual crimes that's been happening. Well, I guess women are just going to deal with being sexually assaulted if you're in these sanctuary cities because they'll just release them again. Because that's what we're hearing. And it seems a lot of these people that are from these from these countries are deviants. They're monsters. They're not good people. And when they're coming here, they're not coming here for the great graces of their heart or seeking asylum. They seem that they're coming here to cause mayhem and destruction and to assault our women. So perhaps, maybe the best way and the best cure to save our women is to deport these illegal immigrants, and when they have crimes or commit a crime here, execute them in our own country or deport them. You choose, because the Democrats have chosen very easily on who they favor here, and it's not the American people. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, guys, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.